Hello everyone, welcome back to another review video. As you probably saw from the thumbnail and title of this video, I'm going to be reviewing the extremely rare PIA Pakistan International Airlines 777. So I honestly would consider this plane to be probably the most rarest 777 ever made, even more than ones like Air New Zealand and Qatar, mostly because this plane has never actually fully been seen before. The only image I've seen of it online is a blurry picture of the place that this plane came in. It came in an in-flight playset, and you can't really see the plane too well in it since the picture is blurry. I'm not exactly sure what the picture is from, but it's just a picture of the playset, and yeah, you can't really see the plane too well, so technically it's never actually fully been seen before. So I got this plane off of eBay UK for about $15 US. I'm not exactly sure how much shipping was. And I actually won it in bidding, surprisingly, because nobody else bidded. So I was very lucky that I won it that way. And it also came with 5 other planes, and one of which I will be making a separate video on because it is also pretty rare. But anyway, I'm going to get into the close-up review of the plane. So, I'm not really sure if you can see, but the white paint is actually a little cracked. Sort of like how it is on TAM, the TAM A330 on the tail. And I pretty much just think that it's mostly just from age, and also probably because it might be a thin layer of paint on the plane. The main color of the plane is this tan color that is in the back of the plane. So it might just be cracking because of age, and it is also just a thin layer of paint on it. But then the green stripe isn't cracking at all, but I'm not exactly sure why. It might just be from age and the kind of paint, but hopefully it doesn't get any worse, and I'm going to try to make sure it stays in the best condition as possible. Anyway, starting off with the front of the plane. So up the front is the symbol there. I can't remember what language it is, but I tried looking it up, and I think it's just the Pakistan, the airline logo. And then there is the PIA, which stands for Pakistan International Airlines. And then there is the green stripe that goes along pretty much the middle of the plane up onto the top of it, and makes a really nice triangle on it, or point. So it is a very nicely painted and detailed model, and the only stickers on it are the tail and the windows. It is very detailed, very nicely detailed, and the stickers are also nicely placed. And then on the back of the plane there is the colors of the desert writing there, which I'm not exactly sure why it's on the plane, but it is really nice, gives it some character. And there also is the Thar symbol. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but which stands for the Thar Desert. And then there is this blue symbol, which I tried talking with some people on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure that this might be a flower, a logo. It pretty much is the only thing that would make sense. And it is the same logo that is on the tail as well. The tail is my favorite part of the plane. It's really unique. It's got a really nice pattern to it, which is the same symbol that looks like the flower. It is kind of part of the design on the tail. So it is really cool. I really like it. And then on the bottom of the rear of the plane, there is a real registration number, which is AP-BHV, which actually is a real 777 that this plane was based off of. And it had the same tail design, pretty much the same exact plane, but the real one. And it is still flying, but of course the livery was updated. This is the slightly older livery that it came in. And yeah, it's really nicely detailed, and it has the Pakistan flag on the back, little Pakistan. Same thing on both sides. Stickers are really nicely placed, really nicely detailed, nicely painted as well. And on the front of the plane, I actually had to fix it because it was pretty damaged. It had a pretty big scratch right there, and also the cockpit windows had a big scratch in the middle of them, and I had to use some black paint to fix it. You could probably see where I had to do that, but I tried my best for it, and hopefully it looks pretty good. And then on the bottom of the plane, there is the manufacturing date, which is October 7th, 2009. And even though this plane was only sold in Pakistan as an in-flight playset on board the PIA flights, I actually think that this plane was distributed by Daron but never sold in the US, because usually the Daron planes are the only planes that have the manufacturing date on them. There's the Premier planes, which are the UK version, but those don't have a manufacturing date. They have some kind of number on it, but it's not a manufacturing date, I think, because the numbers don't really come up to any dates. But this is a manufacturing date, which probably means that the plane was distributed by Daron. Usually that would mean that the planes are sold in the US, but this plane was never sold in the US as far as I know of, and it was probably made from maybe a couple years, probably from sometime around 2009 to 2013. I did get a comment on the post I made of this plane on Instagram, saying that they had gotten it as an in-flight playset on board a flight in 2013. So this plane was probably made for maybe 3-4 years or so, 3 to 5 maybe. And most likely only sold as an in-flight playset, not a normal playset. And the in-flight playset was pretty small. It only came with 2 vehicles, the plane, and a couple of signs. And the runway sign that I can see from the blurry picture online was it was a custom sign for it. It wasn't the usual sign that comes in all the playsets or most of the playsets. So lots of stuff I don't really know. I'm not exactly sure, not 100% sure is true about this plane, but as much as I know of, pretty much all I can say, and it is a really cool plane and extremely rare. It is definitely the rarest plane in my collection now, and will probably be for a while. And I'm really glad I was able to get it, and also I'm really glad to be able to show everyone finally what this plane looks like. And when I saw this on eBay, I was really surprised that it had this nice tail design. And I would like to know why exactly they picked this plane to make, because there are a couple other 777s, basically the same like this, but they had a different tail design. But I really like it. It's extremely nice, really detailed, and yeah, so I don't have any of the vehicles or anything with it, but the plane is in really great condition. I just had a couple things I needed to touch up on the plane, but is in really great condition, and I'm really happy with it. So, and the seller of the plane also did a really nice job with packaging the planes and shipping them. So, and I also just found out that the landing gear is a little loose on it. I'm not sure how that happened, but that pretty much is all for today's video. So, thank you guys for watching, and feel free to leave a comment on your thoughts about this plane, and remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.